Next chapter, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, written by Nelson Mandela himself. About the author. Nelson Mandela was a great hero who gave freedom to the blacks in South Africa. He was born in 18 July 1918 in the village of Mezowa in Umtata, then a part of South Africa's Cape Province. He fought against the apartheid regime of South Africa, which believed in racialism. He spent more than 30 years in South Africa's prisons. He became the first black president of South Africa when his party came to power in democratic elections in 1994. This passage forms a part of autobiography of Nelson Mandela's titled Long Walk to Freedom. It is a saga of the glorious struggle that the blacks of South Africa waged against the apartheid regime to gain freedom. The theme of the story. The lesson pays tribute to those black heroes and patriots who waged a relentless struggle against the apartheid or the racist regime of South Africa. Here we find a description of the inauguration ceremony held in the Union buildings, attended by the politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries. Nelson Mandela gives a message of peace and unity of mankind. He foresees a new regime which will be based on the equality of men and women. He hopes that in the new regime there will be no exploitation of man by man. There will be no room for racialism and segregation in the new order. It was 10th of May 1994. The day was bright and clear. The inauguration ceremony of the first non-racial government was held at the lovely amphitheatre in the Union buildings in the Pretoria. It was the largest gathering of international leaders on South African soil. Politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries attended the ceremony. First of all, Mr. de Klerk was sworn in as the second deputy president. Then the Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president. Then came Mandela's turn. He was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa. In this paragraph, it is being explained about the inauguration ceremony of the first non-racial government on May 10th, 1994. On this day, Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa. Mandela spoke how for decades South Africa was the seat of white supremacy. Now the presence of all people confer glory and hope to the newborn liberty. The blacks who were considered as outlaws not so long ago was hosting the nations of the world on their soil. Their victory was over apartheid, was a common victory for justice, peace, and human dignity. Political freedom had been won. Now they would work hard to liberate all their people from the bondage of poverty, deprivation, and diseases. Never would South Africa again face the oppression of one by another. Here, Mandela is describing about his speech. He is saying that as he has become the first black president of South Africa, now he will be freeing all the human beings from the poverty, deprivation, and the disease. Then there was a spectacular display of jets. South African jets and helicopters rode in the perfect formation over them in the sky. It was also a demonstration of the military loyalty to democracy and to the new government. Then two national anthems were played. After that, after the speech of Nelson Mandela, the jets were displayed and jets and helicopters were displayed in the sky, and it was a demonstration of the military's loyalty to the President of South Africa. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with a sense of history. What is a sense of history? That a first time a black has become the president of South Africa. A few years after the Anglo-Boer War, apartheid was introduced in South Africa. The society based on racial discrimination was the hardest and the most inhuman society in the world. Now, a new system based on equality of all men regardless of their color and race has replaced the old and the cruel system. At that time, before Nelson Mandela became the president of South Africa, in South Africa, the blacks were not allowed to rule the country, and there was a racial discrimination among the people, white and the black. Apartheid created a deep and lasting wounds in the people. The decades of exploitation and oppression of the black produced heroes like Tambos, Sislers, and others. These black heroes were men of extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity. The greatest wealth of South Africa was not in its minerals and diamonds, but in men of such great character. Means the black people, they have fought for their equality, and at last they have won it. Nelson Mandela learned the meaning of courage from such brave comrades. Who are the comrades? The black heroes, the Tambos, Sislers, and the others. Courage is the victory over fear. These comrades were ready to risk and sacrifice their lives for an idea, the idea of freedom and equality. Even in the darkest prisons, their hopes and faith were not broken. They were in the prisons for a long time. Then also they had the faith that one day they will be winning against the racial discrimination, and they will be ruling the South Africa. And the Nelson Mandela has done it. They never allowed the flame of struggle to be extinguished. Nelson Mandela thought that every man has twin obligation. Twin obligation means two obligations they will be having. Every man is having the two obligation. He has a duty towards his wife and children and an obligation to his people and country. In South Africa, it was impossible for the blacks like him to fulfill both these obligations. He's telling us that every human being has two obligations. They have to look after their wife and children, and they have to look after their country also. But he's saying that in South Africa it was impossible. Either you have to fight for the country, or you have to be there with the family. In South Africa, it was impossible for blacks like him to fulfill both those obligations. If any black tried to live like a free human being, he was punished and isolated. He was forced to live an isolated life, away from his family. He was forced to live a life of rebellion and the secrecy. Mandela realized that not only was he deprived of freedom, but his brothers and sisters were also deprived of freedom. That was why he joined the African National Congress. It was his desire for freedom of his people and their self-respect that totally transformed him from the weak young man to bold one. A law-abiding lawyer was forced to become an outlaw. He realized that freedom is indivisible. He knew the oppressed must be liberated. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. Both of them must be liberated. He wanted that the people who are oppressed by the others, they should be the oppressed and the oppressor both are robbed by the humanity. Means they have to do something to be liberated. So he worked on that, and he had achieved. And how he has achieved? By becoming the president of the South Africa.